This amendment today I'll just explain it quick and then I'm going to get into why we're doing it today. We'll be giving $1 million a year to the Iron Range Resources and Rehabilitation to be giving an extra $20 per student in the IRRR service area. The reason we're going to do this today is to make sure we're taking care of an area of a state that's been frankly forgotten. And you'll have to forgive me today, members. I'm a little emotional with what's going on today. For those members that haven't heard, the Hubert Engineered Woods project that was located in Cohasset has decided to leave the state of Minnesota. The third largest outstate private investment in our state's history that was ushered in a bipartisan way in the 21 session has left because of, quote, political headwinds and the inability to permit and make the project come to reality. 150 direct jobs, not including spin-off jobs, and jobs for all of our loggers, a sustainable forest industry, taking care of tax base in a community that's losing a coal-fired power plant due to the rent.
Point of order.
Representative Hollins, please state your point of order.
Madam Speaker, Mason's 101 requires debate to be confined to the question before the body.
Representative Igo, please connect your commentary to the amendment to the amendment. Representative Igo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, I was getting there. I would appreciate some grace when I'm talking about this. This is a big deal. I had constituents crying, calling me today about this. I was drawing the point that if we're going to continue to lose projects like Huber and have a mining moratorium put in place in northeastern Minnesota, and we're losing jobs, we're losing tax base for our schools. The kids in my school districts on the Iron Range are going to need more support if there's no jobs for them. That is why this amendment is here today. Have I connected the dots? Thank you.
Representative Igo, were you going to request a roll call?
I am going to request a roll call.
Representative Igo requests a roll call. Seeing 15 hands, there will be a roll call. Representative Igo, you still have the floor.
Thank
Representative
you.
Igo.
So in conclusion, if we're looking at this and we're going to continue to lose out, Minnesota got a black spot today losing that project. Think about that. One of the largest private organizations in the country was going to invest and provide union jobs, union construction hours. They're gone. A mining moratorium went into effect in northern Minnesota, yet the Vice President of the United States comes here and says we're going to build electric vehicles, and we're not going to do it with Minnesotan labor and Minnesotan materials. And the Iron Range is going to be left behind. So today, the least we can do is make sure that the kids in my district are going to be fed and taken care of. This extra $20 a pupil has now become necessary due to the policies that have been put in effect in the state, and I would request that everyone votes green to put this on the bill today. Thank you. Thank you for the quick debate on this. I just want to close. I think a lot we always talk about amendments being a gotcha or political. That's not what this is today at all. I want to make sure the body understands that. This amendment came out of the passion I have for my home, for my family, for my neighbors, and my constituents. If we're going to have a state that isn't going to support what we do and put their livelihoods at risk, and it was said, all parents worry about jobs. Well, the jobs in my district aren't being supported by this body or our state. So I came here with this amendment today in full entirety of this not being for a gotcha or a political moment. This is because now I need to start adapting. How am I going to take care of the next generation in my home? Because if we're going to lose their jobs and we're going to get rid of their communities, I want to make sure these kids are fed and taken care of. That's what this amendment's going to do today. And this really was a hard day for me. It was a hard day for the range. We just keep taking hits and we just keep getting knocked down. And I'm getting these calls and people are asking, Representative Igo, what are we going to do now? And I think this chamber has realized that I try to be one of the most optimistic people you'll ever meet. But I tell you what, I'm starting to get beat down. I'm starting to get beat down, and so is my district. But we are going to keep standing up and fighting for what we believe in. And in the meantime, we're going to put this amendment on the bill today so we can make sure our next generation stays fed if their parents are going to have hard times because this chamber won't support their jobs. Vote green.